Ten,
Stand by to take studio.
7, 6,
Stand by
5,
camera 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Hello and welcome back for another episode of MCTV News. I'm Tony Nault.
And I'm Aaron McIntyre. On today's episode, we'll take a look at our school's Easter celebration, hear about the Townwide Clean Up, and learn what goes on at Skills. But first, our top story.
While many people think that saving the environment consists of planting gardens and using solar panels, Kenton Zurban and those involved with the growing permaculture movement have a different idea. They believe that it is better to target the cause, people's mentality towards the planet, in order to keep sustainability. Kenton is part of a program teaching the people of Barbados how to keep a sustainable environment on the island. And here is how he plans to do it.
Barbados.
There are a lot of reasons to come to Barbados to do a permaculture course. Barbados is a beautiful island in the middle of the Caribbean, just actually to the east of most of the islands there. So it actually is away from most of the major storms that are known to go through that area. So it's a very gentle place, not only for its weather, its nice steady temperatures and rain, but its people are very warm and welcoming as well. So it's a place to visit and a place to have, to unwind, to come and learn. It has quite a lot of appeal, just for that alone. Barbados also is a nation which is just starting to develop more. It's used its industry of tourism and offshore banking to kind of propel itself forward, but it's on the cusp of something exciting where they're realizing they need more resiliency and they're questioning ideas of sustainability, where they have not very much land and lots of people and they want to have a more resilient economy. And that's where we get to come in and we get to help design people how to make a right livelihood, how to live and grow and really flourish locally. So we're talking here about not survival, but thrival. The first and main course is the 2-week certification course, which will train other people to be designers. You leave that course confident and competent in the basic design of systems. After that, the only limit is your creativity. We want to offer people an opportunity to find their career in permaculture itself. Whether that's teaching permaculture, whether that's being a manager or leading a farming initiative or a growing food initiative, or whether you're looking to get into the administration or getting into doing business as a permaculturist. There's so much more to learn. There's so much more to know. Well, this is the next step. So our courses, what we offer is we offer 2 options. We offer a price for the locals, the people of the CARICOM nations, the Caribbean area. They pay half the amount that an international would coming into the course. The internationals subsidize the locals to do it because locals can't afford to do it. The walks of life, it can be anyone. The age can be anyone. It's the mindset that matters. They're looking to make a change. Most people want to learn how to live. And most people are thinking that we need to survive, we need to thrive. It's not about self-sufficiency, it's about interdependency. Learning how to be interdependent in your community systems, in your home systems, in your world. Come learn how to do that today in 2 weeks.
Skills Alberta is a competition where students across the province compete in different skill-based events. Happened last week. MCHS sent 2 students to compete for photography. Alison Benson was one of those students and is here to tell us about her experience. Thanks for joining us, Alison.
Thank you for having me.
So what exactly is Skills Alberta?
It's a big competition that involves the trades in Alberta, which people can go to compete. Some competitions have regionals in order to get to provincials. My competition doesn't, so we get to go to provincials and compete in our desired trade.
Okay, so define trade. Like, what exactly is a trade? Without being technical.
I don't like the trades, like construction, computers, work, like communications, like technological trades, I guess, and woodworking. It's hard to define it because it's so broad in itself.
Okay, so you went in for photography, right?
I went in for graphic design.
For graphic design, okay. So what exactly does graphic design entice?
Generally, we have to create a logo for a company that we're given and then 2 other projects. However, this year it was different and we had to create a poster for a pre-existing company. We had to make a golf tournament poster, pamphlet, and then we had to create a program for the entire weekend and a box to put golf balls in.
All right, so, sorry, so, I'm joking. So you made these pamphlets, yes? And then how do the judges judge these pamphlets, and are the pamphlets used for the actual company?
We aren't, I'm assuming they are, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking the first place winner gets to use theirs for the company, for their tournament. But it's judged based on a bunch of criteria, lots of which we're given set measurements and certain things that need to be in it, and they judge based on that, and then the last 30% of the entire thing is based on our designs and our creativity.
Okay, so it seems like there's a lot of opportunities of skills, obviously, right? You're competing and showing your your abilities in your particular skill set. What kind of opportunities come up from skills, and what experiences do you gain from going to skills?
From competing in skills or just going to look around?
Competing.
Competing, you get to meet a lot of other people who are interested in the same kind of things you are, and you can learn from them just from talking to them and discussing some things. Like when you go for lunch, you have like a half-an-hour break. You can sit and meet and find out what other schools are doing in regards to your certain trade. As well, during the end of the day, we have some time to walk around and look at the other trades, and often there are trades. So we can try, we got to learn how to tie ropes for construction and piping. So that's just one of the trades that you can try.
Awesome. Okay, so would you recommend the trades for anyone else watching this program right now, and why would you?
Would I what?
Recommend going to skills.
Yes, definitely. It's an amazing experience to get to go to try it, as well as to see everything that other people are doing. Even if you don't get to compete, go on the field trips because they're fun.
Awesome. Thank you for being on the show with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry, one sec. Skills Alberta, a competition where students from across the province compete in different skill-based events, happened last week. MCHS sent 2 students to compete for photography. Sorry, that is wrong. That is very wrong. Easter is the most important tradition. It's a time of celebration for many people. Usually associated with chocolate bunnies and Easter egg hunts, there's a deeper importance to Easter, which is what is taught and celebrated at our MCHS Easter celebrations. Our MCHS reporter, Gareth Schneider, brings us some insight on the Easter season.
A couple weeks ago, Mornville Community High School had their yearly Easter celebration. I went around and asked students what Easter meant to them and what they will be doing this Easter break.
Easter is basically the day where Jesus rose from the dead and where people started to become hopeful again.
Easter is the greatest day of the year. It means a celebration of Jesus' resurrection. It's really the most meaningful event that has ever happened in human history. Gives me hope for life after death, but for life within this life. It's a day of great joy. It's a day of celebration, excellent food, but a true joy and happiness that fills the hearts and minds of all people who really take it seriously. Because it is, I suppose, it is the truth. God is truly at work.
To me, it's very sentimental day, and it's very important because I don't know where I'd be if that didn't happen.
For me, it's renewal. It's kind of refresh. Like, you know, it's an opportunity for us to spend time with family and just think about how important our lives are and all the good things that we have in life, and thank Jesus for his sacrifice and things like that.
This Easter break, I am visiting my grandparents. Basically, what we do every year is that we have some relatives come to my grandma's house to have Easter dinner and basically hang out with their relatives and set up an Easter hunt for the younger kids.
I'll be in church a whole lot. We have services tonight. Tomorrow we have a 3 o'clock service at the church, and then 7 o'clock the Stations of the Cross. Saturday I go to my old Ukrainian parish in Edmonton and get my food blessed. My food that we eat on Easter Day, the things that technically speaking we fast from during Lenten season, and a lot of singing of Alleluia, a lot of singing the Lord is risen, and it's just truly a day of great celebration.
I'll be seeing a lot of my aunts and uncles on my dad's side, along with my cousins, who are also on my dad's side, along with my grandma.
Lots of family time. Spend lots of time with my family and eat a lot of junk food and everything. Easter is lots of fun.
This has been Gareth Schneider reporting from MCTV News.
It's starting to feel like summer is around the corner with double-digit temperatures in our area. Here to talk about the weather is our very own meteorologist Angus Aaron McIntyre III.
Thank you, Tony. Now, first we're going to take a look at the weather in Canada. So, as you can see, hold on one sec. As you can see, it is sunny with a mix, well, it's a mix of sun and clouds basically all across Canada, except for St. John's, where it is raining, and Halifax, where it's just cloudy. It is 1 degree in Whitehorse, 4 in Yellowknife, 14 in Vancouver, 18 in Regina, aren't they lucky, 11 in Winnipeg, 19 in Toronto, 16 in Montreal, Halifax at 14, St. John's at 7, and Equality at 0. Let's take a look at Alberta. So again, it's about a mix of sun and clouds all across the province. We have 8 at high level, cloudy at Fort McMurray with 10, Grand Prairie at mix and sun clouds with 10. It's raining and cloudy with Jasper, mixed sun and clouds at Red Deer, and Edmonton 15 with Banff having the highest temperature of 21. So much for snowboarding and skiing this summer. Here, let's take a look at the current conditions. It is currently 15 degrees Celsius with wind going west at 6 kilometers per hour, relative humidity at 51%. Sunrise was this morning at 5:22 a.m. and the sunset at 9:39 p.m. Let's look at the 7-day forecast. Again, mixing sun and clouds all across the week. We have our highest is actually today with 25, Friday at 24, Saturday at 20, Sunday at 19, Monday 18, Tuesday 16, Wednesday 18, and the lowest this week will be on Wednesday at 6. That's our weather. Back to you, Tony.
Morinville had its spring cleaning 2 weeks ago when the students of its schools left their classes and swept the streets and other public areas of trash. The town's parks and streets littered with hidden trash from the winter are now in better condition because of our students. Reporter Ryan Beach brings us more information.
The Townwide Clean Up is an annual event. Todd Eistetter and Wayne Michael tell us how the Townwide Clean Up is beneficial.
It's a big part of the events for each spring, and it really helps the town recover after the winter. You know, just after 6-7 months of all the garbage building up and blowing around like it usually does. It's a chance now to clean it up, start over. Things are growing. It's spring, green up. It's a good time to help make things right again.
The Townwide Cleanup is a great event every year. For the last 20 years, between Primo and MCHS, I've been involved, and I think it's a really good opportunity for teenagers to give back to the community. Kids is kind of, sometimes teenagers can get a bad rap, and this shows that they're willing and they want to do something for the town, and it gives the town people an opportunity to see that, and I think the more visible we can be, the better.
Todd Eistetter also shares his point of view on the Townwide Clean Up.
I think it's great. Every community has them. Edmonton had it community-wide cleanup with volunteers a couple of Saturdays ago. Calgary does it, but they also, both cities, they get students involved at different times. You know, they have the community-wide cleanup, but then they have students who go out into certain areas at different times whenever they're able to, you know, through the schools.
Gareth Snyder, an MCHS student, also gives his point of view on the townwide cleanup.
The community is a big part of our way of living, so I believe if you keep it clean, it's kind of rewarding for other people driving by, driving through the city. I don't know, even just living here, it's puts you in a good mood to see green grass without rubbish on it and stuff.
I'm Ryan Beach, reporting for MCTV News.
Here are your announcements for Thursday, May 15th. The second annual Fred Sharman hiking trip is full. See Mr. Battestein or Mrs. Jackson if you'd like to be put on the waiting list. The floor in and around the art room will be slippery for the next week as our 30 students are carving soapstone. Please be careful and be safe. Say hello to summer with the beach-themed Hola Verano dance next Thursday, May 29th. Tickets will cost $7 per person, $12 for 2 people, and $15 for 3. It will cost $10 at the door. Did you miss our last episode of MCTV News? If so, head online to www.battestein.net to get your MCTV fix. Our digital archive is expanding and will soon include all episodes aired during our last 20 seasons. For these and all other school information, keep connected by reading the daily announcements on the TVs throughout the building, logging onto the school's website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, following the school on Twitter at MCHSWolves, or searching the hashtag MCTV News.
Taking a CTS course into construction or another trade, then the skills competition is the place for you. Be actively involved in your skilled area of expertise and compete against others of your skill set. The skills competition is a great way to hone your abilities, meet new people, and maybe even get yourself into a national competition. Reporter Rose Van Braven gives us an inside look.
Inside the Edmonton Expo Center, CTS students and tradesmen from all walks of life came from across Alberta to showcase their skills in the trades.
Well, Alberta is an excellent province for trades. There's lots of trade work all over the province. It's in a high demand. It's a high demand job. It's a good paying job. So we're just here to promote that to students.
I am part of the Try-A-Trade that Medicine Hat College is doing for all of our trades. I was given the opportunity this year to participate within the skills, and I'd heard such good things about it from other people that I decided, you know what, when I got the opportunity myself, I would take part in it, and I'm amazed to see everything that's going on.
Well, I joined media arts class in school, and that really opened my eyes to so many new digital technologies that there were, and photography was my favorite, and it just clicked with me.
This event is known for hosting intense competitions among the trades, from the culinary arts to robotics. But it's not just the thrill of competitions that students can look forward to.
The competitors get a chance to demonstrate their skills to the public. Normally they don't get a chance to, so this is a way for them to demonstrate what they got. For some competitors, if they were to get a gold medal here at provincials, they then get to move on to the national skills competition, which again is a chance for them to demonstrate their skills at a higher level. It's also a chance for employees to come and see the students hard at work, so they could possibly get a really good job out of the competition.
And I believe that our youth need to understand that the trades are a viable future for them. So I think if I could share some of my excitement for that, that'd be a good thing.
I like that it's pretty chill, to be honest. I mean, you can go around, take pictures at your own pace, and then create something really cool.
When I was in the industry as a tradesman, the machinery that I worked on every day changed from small pieces of equipment to larger pieces of equipment. And now as an instructor, I teach within an apprenticeship program, and there's a new group of students every 8 weeks. So because the class is constantly changing, again, I have variety in what's going on, and I enjoy the fact that it's not the same for too long at too much time.
There's always going to be houses that need to be built, there's always vehicles that need to be fixed, there's always something that needs to be done, and it requires a lot of trades, a lot of people need services done. So without us, a lot of the buildings wouldn't be here.
With fresh faces and new skills, the future tradesmen of Alberta have much to look forward to. For MCTV News, this is Rose Van Braven reporting.
That's our program for today. Thanks for keeping up with us. Join us next Wednesday when we get the second episode of the chilling Waldo trilogy, a look at the Bio 20 pig dissection and more. These stories in your 7-day weather forecast on the next episode of MCTV News. From all of us here at MCTV News, I'm your host, Tony Nault.
And I'm Angus Aaron McIntyre III. Thanks for tuning in.
And remember, keep it classy, Morinville.